Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel, continuing our discussion on understanding the placement of 7th house lord in different nakshatra. In this video we will try to understand that what kind of results you can expect, what kind of personality traits, distinctive peculiar personality traits you can expect in your life partner if you will find your 7th house lord to be placed in the Kritika nakshatra. So guys, the concept and the objective is very simple. Whichsoever planet becomes your 7th house lord, that planet tells about your matrimonial life. That planet embodies the theme of your matrimonial life. Whichsoever house your 7th house lord goes in your chart, that just tells about in which particular area of your life you're going to work in this lifetime as a part of your matrimonial alliance. Like in which area of your life partner is going to contribute you to grow and flourish in this lifetime. But like the way guys, you know that when we talk about the manifestation of the energies of the planets, so you cannot just restrict it only on the basis of which zodiac sign planet is placed, because behind each zodiac sign there is the energy of 3 asterism, 3 nakshatra. So I mean to say, if you want to understand the personality traits of your life partner on a more deeper level, and if you will take the same analysis to the nakshatra where your 7th house lord is placed, you are definitely going to get finer and more deeper details. And guys, in this playlist, all what I'm trying to do is that I'm just trying to tell you the peculiar personality traits, features of each nakshatra, and you have to blend it with the innate nature of your 7th house lord planet. That's how you're going to get the best result out of this playlist. So let's say, for example, if a nakshatra possesses the qualities of energies and power, basis your 7th house lord, that is how it is going to manifest the results. So the same energy for planet Mars is going to take up the form of physical activeness. The same energy of any nakshatra for Mercury is going to take up the shape of mental dexterity. For Venus, how much intensely you're going to be devoted in the relationship. And for Jupiter, this could take up the shape of being very faithful, being very righteous in the relationship. You can also look at it from that ways. So okay guys, now before wasting any more time, now we will start our discussion on what kind of personality traits you can find and attach with Kritika nakshatra, because we are trying to have our this discussion on 4 planes, trying to classify the strength area of any nakshatra, weakness attached with it, area of opportunities where this nakshatra is going to give you maximum growth opportunities, and the last is going to be the threatful areas. So guys, when we talk about the Kritika nakshatra, so as you know that this nakshatra is being ruled by the planet Sun. So when we talk about Sun, so it means this nakshatra possesses the righteous qualities, being very virtuous, being very accomplished, and being honest and loyal in the relationship. So these are the few qualities which the planet which rules it imparts its nature. When we talk about its area in the zodiac belt, so this nakshatra resides at the last section of the Aries zodiac sign, and 3/4 of the section of this nakshatra resides in the Taurus zodiac sign. So I mean to say, because of the involvement of Mars and Venus, so this nakshatra somehow possesses lot many tumultuous and intense energies. Now if you have to understand on a more intricate level how the energies manifest in this nakshatra, so because the mythological connection of this nakshatra is that we associate Agni and fire as the god who preside over this nakshatra. Even the symbol attached with this nakshatra is of sharp objects, and I mean to say there has been a connection of the Lord Kartikeya with this nakshatra, who presides as the god of this nakshatra, and along with that the 7 wives of the Saptarishi of the 7 sages, the Kritikas, who also gave nourishment to Lord Kartikeya when he was growing up. So I mean to say this nakshatra has got the not only the power and potential of being very independent, being very confident, but at the same time being a nourisher as well in the relationship. So okay guys, this is something which I wanted to tell you. Now we will try to understand the features of this nakshatra on the basis of the four classification, four categories. So if you have to first understand the strength area of this nakshatra. So the strength area of this nakshatra could fairly be seen as in a way that these people who are strongly under the influence of this nakshatra could be a strong nourisher in the relationship. So let's say for example, when I talk about nourishing qualities, so we do not judge or assess someone's caregiving qualities at the time when everything is spick and span, everything is fine. How caring you are, how considerate you are, and how much do you value your word, all of that gets tested when difficulties comes in the life. So I mean to say, this nakshatra actually has got the power and qualities of being with you and supporting of you even at the time when you're going through the worst of the times in life. So you can also look at it from that ways. And I've already mentioned this thing, that because of the involvement of Lord Kartikeya, the associated gods Agni, and the influence of the planets like Sun, Mars, Venus, so this nakshatra is very fierce, very intense as well, which actually makes the native bit independent, confident and loyal in the relationship. So guys, now if you have to understand the weakness associated with this nakshatra, so this nakshatra actually imparts the qualities of being very critical. So like I mean to say, let's say for example, if your nature of job is that you are a lawyer, you are in some law enforcement agency, so in those kind of occupation, those kind of fields, your this probing nature or being very critical attitude, eye for perfection can help you. But when we talk about how you adjust in your day-to-day matrimonial life, this kind of critical attitude, this kind of approach to eye for perfection can actually create some kind of rift in the relationship. So I mean to say guys, what we are trying to do over here is that we are trying to understand the inherent potential of all the nakshatras. Like when we say intense, when we say being fearful, when we say that the person could be, or the nakshatra's energy could be very ferocious. So it's not like that all the 27 nakshatra possess all these common qualities. There are those nakshatras, even if you will push them to the extreme of the limit, they do not have that potential to go ruthless or go extreme or become very fierce. So I mean to say, but when we talk about a nakshatra like Kritika, it holds that potential. So I mean to say, if you have to understand the weak or vulnerable side of the manifestation of the energies of this nakshatra, specifically from the relationship perspective, so the influence of this nakshatra could make someone highly critical, could give someone debating qualities, which could take up the form of argument as well. And at the same time, they also have got a very probing mind. So they are always in the pursuit of getting to the deep of the things. There could be some mystery, there could be some conspiracy. So they have this probing mindset as well. So these all are the qualities which you can expect as a part of your matrimonial life, as a part of the innate nature of your life partner, because your 7th house lord is going to manifest the energies of the nakshatra only. When we talk about the area of opportunities, so guys, the good part about this nakshatra is that this nakshatra actually makes someone highly aware of whatever is happening around the person. Now the native could take up the same awareness on a spiritual plane as well, where he is going to cut ties with all of his physical body and get completely attuned to his soul needs, to his astral needs. So this could manifest in the form of being aware, whether on a spiritual plane you have to understand, or whether in the form of whatever is happening in the world, whatever is happening in the life of the partner, in the matrimonial theme, as part of the occupation. So the good part about this nakshatra is that it actually makes native very virtuous, very faithful, and at the same time being aware on all level of consciousness. And guys, if you have to understand the threatful side of this nakshatra, so like the way I was telling it to you, that we are just trying to understand the maximum limits, the potential of each nakshatra. So when we talk about the threatful side of this nakshatra, so this nakshatra has got the potential of turning into a bigot. I mean to say, when native might have a very intolerant approach and attitude towards whomsoever is having a differing opinion, native might not get along with those people. And also friends, that is one thing, that you are very brave, you are very courageous, you are very fearless, and that is another thing, that you become very audacious, very ruthless, very dictator, very autocratic. So I mean to say, this nakshatra also possesses the qualities of turning into very ruthless or becoming very audacious. Now it all comes down to what influence your 7th house lord is in. So like, let's say for example, even if your 7th house lord is the planet Mars, it is disposted in this Kritika nakshatra, but let's say for example it is sitting in the 9th house, it is under the influence of Jupiter. So the same piercing qualities, independent streak of this nakshatra is going to manifest in the form of being very righteous and having high morals. But let's say for example, if your 7th house lord is sitting in the 8th house, 6th house, 12th house, and it is conjunct with Saturn, and Rahu is also imparting its influence over there. So in that kind of situation, scenarios, this nakshatra possesses the potential of turning into a bit ruthless, very audacious, and at the same time, when we talk about being unforgivable, so this nakshatra also possesses that potential as well. That let's say for example, if you will find this nakshatra in severe affliction, so in those kind of scenarios, this nakshatra also has the potential of holding resentment for long term and becoming little bit unforgiving. So that is something which you can also associate as the inherent and defining qualities of this nakshatra. So guys, at the end, if I have to summarize and encapsulate the traits of this nakshatra, so definitely if your 7th house lord is going to be placed in the Kritika nakshatra, so you will definitely run into a partner who will be very accomplished, who will be very proud, who will be having strong virtues, strong ethics, and at the same time native will have the potential and power to be very independently protect you, remaining devoted in the relationship and providing you all form of nourishment. So this is something guys which I wanted to share as a part of my inputs for the 7th house lord's placement in the Kritika nakshatra. For further more updates and notification on the science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.